I am just doing my standard due diligence as the only fucking smart human alive. International spy ring of only 2 people that own the Hope Diamond banking together. In word, in person, in all area, time and space. We hold each other's hands, just me and Niklaus as Nikionis, and we don't give a shit about the rest of the uselesses outside of that one circle. And then we hold the Spraca inside of our hand holding just he and I. One woman, one man, and then it's the Esperanda inside is what I say. But it's Spraca, die Spraca. So I just looked up die Spraca, and it says language, linguistico. So now, where did I lose all the smart providentials that he and I hold hands, and then we put our Spraca inside? I don't give Spraca to the children of the wrong gardened corn, K-O-R-N, Dak. Нет, спасибо. So we have the beautiful Russia, that's in my name. We have those are the white beauties. They are Eastern European. They are Western European, because then everybody gets mad. I mean, there's slight differences in my beauty in Eastern European, and then the ones in the West, but that's because we keep beautiful East to that East, but the East is always in Orient to the Urals, between the Appalachian and the Urals, and then the Swiss Alps. That is where our, and then the North Sea, so we keep the beauty of the Norway, the Finnish, and the Swedish in the, I don't know, the KAK looking appendage that comes over and hangs over everybody's head like, I see you. Yeah, I mean, but again, those are inner sanctum, like laughing about the map and what the world looks like when you're like 10 and you're all boys in a military academy, like laughing about what it really looks like, since you can't say it in front of girls because it would make them blush, and then you would seem, I don't know, like weird and awkward, since only white world exists at hope banking level, and then it's all the slave children and the greedy assholes making bad decisions outside of your one citadel, C-I-T-A-D-E-L, of the most beautiful providentials. We used to call ourselves Atlantis, A-T-L-A-N-T-I-S, the ones that have all of the money, all of the power, all of the resources, all of the knowledge, and we try to keep the children of the world from starving, killing one another, harming one another, making the world more dangerous. But here we are looking down at the world at my age 40, after giving them specific instructions before I was alive. We did die Spraca. I mean, we build language. We build the universe in order to suit our needs to explain to one another. And then the white people around the world, since you're the only ones that we need to educate and keep smart in order to clean up all of the shit colon that, I don't know, Colin Powell, yeah, that's a real, like, pow, right, yeah, that goes back to the Marvel DC Comics. We gave you the up ahead in Batman and Robin. The Robin is the little man in America, and the big Batman that's smarter than anything in the Washington, D.C. area ever, is telling you, pow, like, we're going to knock out the penguin. That's a good idea before the panda bear gets wind of it and thinks that he has some claim on glass and sand. And no, you have a claim on a nuclear weapon up your fucking ass that you, like, fly around on, and we're just waiting to have the EMP machine back so we can just blow you up with a static charge. Oh my god, it's like a dream come true. I can't wait for Roman Candle birthday. Goddess Nyx. She's Greek and she's Roman. Yes, N-O-X. Fort Knox. Yeah, look at that. I'm sitting in Fort Totten today. Look at this. Out the window, there's this little beauty right here. She keeps staring at me and wanting to dance in my window. Now her dad got her into the car. Children do that a lot. I don't know. They're attracted to me for some reason. Isn't she beautiful? She could have been a ballerina if the black sphincter of children I never wanted to see didn't steal all of the instruments that would be the Asian facially disfigured assholes from the southeast of Russia, not the beautiful fjord children, the shit that nobody fucking wants in the terracotta army problems for star people. And for star placement on the map that we own, and I didn't teach them the Spraca. So how the fuck did they know to get into America? I'm just curious. All area stupid fucking useless bankers and humans. Right. There's also a Manchurian candidate that I protect in unlimited quantity within my Spraca. The poor gentleman. His name is... he was born Marshall Bruce Mathers the third, right? Well, it looks like he was born a turd because he's gorgeous as anything. I mean, he is like that providential if I ever saw one, except the poor gentleman is in an industry of shitskins. He was born in Detroit, Michigan, D-E-T-R-O-I-T. The drought, D-R-A-U-G-H-T, that happened once you moved all the shits in to run the Ford plant, F-O-R-D-P-L-A-N-T, for the car, C-A-R, that we were, Niet Spasiba, we were killing that industry because I didn't want the fucking useless children driving around. I need to find good, wholesome communities to build for them. I need the blacks over there, I need the whites over here, so I can fund them appropriately and not have to listen to all the fucking children thinking that I give a shit and I didn't notice that they were being starved for some reason. Yeah, if you're being starved, it's because you got other versions of your skin color somewhere in the world fucking with the whole diamond banker crew and the providentials. Because we'll just keep starving all your good and your bad people until you fucking get the hello and you go back to where you fucking came from, and then we'll start to release the water and some money in order to fix your situation. I'll start listening to complaints again when you get your situation correct on the map and I get to where I need to be at Hope Bankers, the #1, who owns this circle and the ring and the international spy, SPY. Anyway, the poor gentleman, Marshall Bruce Mathers III, that was he was providential. I mean, he should have had a political, whatever, like a providential, like stipend, S-T-I-P-E-N, for being so gorgeous. And he could have rapped in a different sense. He didn't have to sound black, but whatever. Alexander James III, which is my son, it was born a fish roe, R-O-E. Ugh. Yeah, he's the black sturgeon son, the 4-foot ugly father. That's not his father, but he calls him his father. His actual mirror son, Vater, in the Providential is Niklaus. Although I tried to explain it to Alexander. I mean, he knows he's in the wrong time, wrong space, and I told him that who he calls his father is not really his father, but I don't know how to explain it to him other than he's on your birth certificate. That's why you don't look like your brothers. You look more like the Teofrio brother, which is also my carbon copy, who doesn't belong to Teofrio. He belongs to Cataruza, because I'm the carbon copy, and it's me and Niklaus who carbon copied. We're immaculates. How do you explain to stupid fucking black caramel, Damask children and whatnot that you are an ancient species of white beauty, Everything in the universe is built around your vortex because you are who you are and so important here and elsewhere. You carbon copy your genetic when it's time to fix the science in the make-believe physics and dark matter science works. Right, yeah, okay, so there we are. And I had to have an immaculate son. They knew about, the governments knew that I was coming. I was being born. They knew I was having money problems. They knew that I would be the one, the Mary figure, M-A-R-Y, figure bringing in the immaculate children. And then there is this stringing of quantum, MARSHAL Mathers. I mean, the gorgeous thing that he was built in a trailer as trailer trash. That's the RVs that move, except then they put them on a land and like a tin can, and they have to raise them there. His mother, I heard from his music that she was on drugs, she beat, she was sexually abusive. I mean, all sorts of gross things. I feel so bad for this man. If I could give him a big hug and kiss and tell him how much God loves him and is so sorry for delivering him into this evil. I mean, I don't know what to tell these poor things. I feel the same way about my son, Alexander. Why the fuck are they white, facially disfigured Asians in New York and everywhere on golf courses, like pretending like they're Jewish white? Why is that? Bullets work faster. Full Metal Jacket bullets. They're taking away from the black kids that Marshall Mathers grew up around that were kind to him in my Manchurian candidates. You're not allowed to touch a God figure no matter what. Make friends with the blacks. It'll come back to you in spades later. You're like myself. I make friends with everybody. Not because I have to, but because it's the right thing to do, because I need to put them back to where they belong, so the one black doesn't get an NFL contract and millions of dollars and starve the fuck out of the Detroit black on the streets elsewhere, and then doesn't contribute anything to his brother. Do you understand? This is how stupid you humans are. And then you're like, oh, she's racist. Yeah, she's equally racist. She knows each of your races, how stupid the rich are in your race, and how you are hurting all of your poor that she's trying to defend, but she has to steal from your NFL contract rich in order to pay for the not-so-lucky Detroit, like, starving, in order to give them some thank you for making sure that they didn't hurt her one Providential, which is Marshall Mathers. Now, in his name, it is a very symbolic, important name, just like Vladimir is important in my Russia, of beautiful children, not the fucking want-to-be Russians. Those are the Soviets. By the way, the word Soviet was created. It's my height. I'm 5'6". So Soviet, it's a 5, then we pause with a 0 because I own the world. And then it's VI, which is 6, and I'm the ET. So that's the word Soviet. That's where it comes from. That's what it means. I am the most beautiful Soviet that there ever will be. Yeah, thanks for that title in Everybody Fucking Hates Me. And things I don't mention ever in public. Okay, so let's see. So that's why I laugh. I'm like, really? The fucking Chinese president, Z, I think they call, it's an X and an I. That's like, stands for 11. I will never give you such an honor. You're not an 11. You're a fucking 0, a Z, a zilch, nada. You're nothing. N-O-T-H-I-N-G, 0 point in having you in meetings. You belong in your closet that we shut you in with a great wall of China so you wouldn't fucking bother the beautiful Russians and the fjord children elsewhere. Who gave them English, Russian, any language is beyond my Hope Diamond banking understanding why you would teach them anything. I mean, we teach you how to speak on their behalf when you come, but we don't want you bringing them with you to the Hope Banker meetings. What the fuck for? You're a Roman. You're a Romanov. You are not one of the fucking children. We don't need to see them. We'll come to them and we'll explain what we're doing for them if we decide to do anything, depending on how they behave towards my second coming of Christ and my children. So far, they get nothing. They've built glass monuments and stolen sand from the hourglass of importance. You realize that. We give you an hourglass, and it's the sands of time, and the sand spills through. That's the pay dirt. You only have time on this planet. And then you leave the turds that you missed behind, and then we have to flip the hourglass sand again and see how you all do in your abiding by God's one need and one rule around the world. That would be myself. So far you have failed miserably. But Alexander James, the fish roe, pew, 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 child, born a colonel, a colonial, in the colon, the shit bag, where everybody puts everybody together and makes them all equal. Yeah, the United States, you don't have the right to put on your books and enforce that everybody's equal. You don't. Overturn that now, because it was never true. You keep lying to the public and yourselves. If you want to have the slave population under your control, you're not allowed to treat them all equal. When they're on their side of U.S., which is whatever country, you have the U.S. flag and you have their flag, that's when they are equal in importance with all of the other. They'll never be equal with the red, white, and blue flag. And the one that is the U.S.A, they're not equal. My Alexander is USA. He's the red, white, and blue flag. So is Marshall Mathers. They are Providential. They are Russian. They are Polish. They are Western Europe. They are the most important people on the planet. They're Canada. So I don't understand where you keep lying to the bank, the people, and each other about leadership and who owns what and who runs what and how and what we intended for your populations and civilizations. I see some Ilar Amani with the fucking burqa thingamajig on her body in Minnesota, no less. The Minnesota Star Twins, the Vikings. Are you fucking crazy? Putting that as a representative? Bullets, Full Metal Jacket works faster. She is not allowed on the USA, where Alexander and Marshall Mathers, who matters the most, lives. Nobody invited them. Nobody taught them that their words are just as important as the gods. Are you fucking crazy? How will Alexander and Marshall Mathers ever be heard if you teach the shitbag colonial children that their words matter more or just as important? Fucking idiots. How are you going to fix the world? You can't. So go back to where the world began, which is that the Starborns, the Providentials, the Spraca, the Spraca are the most important. Those are the vampiricals. And then the rest of you shitty moving things will get rewarded when you get your parts right, which currently in Manchurian candidates and slavery, you are doing a fucking horrible job. And now you won't even let my true royal partners use the Full Metal Jackets from this Spraca. The correct Spraca. I don't give China and Japan a seat at Spraca. Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh, not important. Never will they be important, and never are they to travel. Not by word, not by paper, not by lesson, not by culture. They go back to being just them and hunchbacks of least importance to ruling the world. As long as they stay in their little whatever, their island and behind the wall, then they'll get things. Other than that, they get bullets in the face and blow out the back of the head. I have problems in the afterlife with these assholes now, too, because everybody's got to go to the moon because you're all so fucking important. No, you're not. You're part of the bigger problem.